So the first part you're going to draw is a crankshaft.
Okay.
Crankshaft.
Okay, wait. I've heard of this one. It's probably like, okay, here's the shaft, right? And then there's gonna be a crank that comes off of it. Right? Right? Like this. Like this.
First of all, that's not it.
Alright, let's pull up a picture of a crankshaft. I mean, it's long. I drew a long thing.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, alright.
You got the crankshaft.
A
Right?
starter crank. That's a starter crank.
That's exactly what it is.
Is that what it's called?
Off a 1918 Ford Model 8.
I mean, I'm only 300 years old. Come on, give me a break.
Okay. So your second item is a torque converter.
Oh. Okay, hey, hold on. This is a lot funnier than I thought it would be. Because I know what I'm trying to draw, but I know it's not anything right. Okay, so I'm gonna put like, like a pickle jar thing. Okay, no, I mean like it sticks out like a pickle jar like that. Okay, and there's probably a hole here for like a rod or something to go in. That goes in there, and my box. Better.
What is the box?
The box? Okay, what's inside of the box? Another rod. It's just like, okay, so you're seeing inside the black box now. This is a torque converter?
Torque converter.
Now I just want to draw what the crankshaft is supposed to look like. Okay, and then there's like some gears in here. Like this. Don't laugh. Okay, and then it must have to come out the other side to turn it into a torque. So maybe it goes up here to like the steering column or something.
Okay. So one of those things looks semi-correct.
Oh my god, I did it!
So the first piece being this piece here is kind of what a torque converter looks like.
That's really, because that was the first thing, was like, there has to be...
What does a torque converter do?
Alright, let me show what the torque converter looks like. I mean, the torque converter, it converts
Torque.
energy into torque that turns things.
In an automatic transmission, the torque converter is part of the coupling that's filled with fluid that allows the engine to couple to the automatic transmission. That's all of that is squished inside of that disc.
So I kind of got, like, this is kind of what I pictured, the stator and the turbine. Stator and the turbine. That's kind of what I pictured that it would go into. Okay, huh. Alright. Wow, that looks way off now that I'm seeing it.
It kind of looks like a torque converter.
This, if we just eliminate the rest of my guesswork. Okay.
Okay, so that wasn't actually that bad.
No, it was terrible, because you have to discount 75% of the drawing for it to be anywhere near correct. I spelled it right.
The next part is a strut assembly.
Oh, okay, alright. Like this. That's it. This is the strut. Well, assembly... I guess there'd be more parts to it if it's the whole assembly. I would add, like, you know, this. There. Okay. And the strut assembly, what it does is it attaches to the wheels. Yeah, no, okay, I was very wrong. I was very wrong about this. I should know this one. I keep thinking these are shocks.
There's a kind of difference between a shock and a strut assembly. So this is an assembly, just means it's the spring.
Oh, everything that goes
everything
into that whole
in
piece.
one piece is the assembly. So strut assembly. Your next one is a steering rack.
I mean, I'm just thinking the steering column, but I know that's not it. Steering rack?
Steering rack.
Okay, I got this. Okay, so the steering wheel is not part of the steering rack, but it attaches to it. So like behind here, there's gonna be stuff. Steering rack. I want to draw like a dish rack. Like here's some an upside down drying dish rack. Here it is. I know that's not. I know that doesn't make any sense because I've never seen a part like in my vague explorations of vehicle parts for when I've needed to draw them. That would even do. It wouldn't do anything. This steering racket dries your clothes.
No.
I legitimately don't know. I would assume it's the pieces that come off of steering.
steering wheel with
it
dishes.
Looks like a horse or something.
Steering wheel with dishes attached to it.
It looks like a horse with a wheel for a head, a steering wheel for a head. Oh, what? No. What is that? What? I've never seen this. I've actually legitimately never seen one of these.
So the top, the top piece where you see those two hydraulic lines are.
Okay, I know what a hydraulic line is. That's this.
Takes the rotation movement of your steering wheel and makes it into a linear push and pull movement for the long pieces, which steers your vehicle.
So does the steering wheel go up attached to this at some point?
There's a shaft, yeah. So there's a shaft that comes off of basically
all right.
part of the steering column, what you said it was. Okay, a little bit of a different one. We are going to do a piston ring.
Piston ring, it's like a rubber thing. Oh, that's probably like a bearing. Okay, the piston ring is just like a rubber thing that goes down onto the piston to make it be that it doesn't leak.
Yeah, you're kind of right.
This is it. It's right. This is piston ring.
It's pretty self-explanatory. It's a ring that goes around the piston, but it's certainly not rubber. Think about what happens inside of your engine.
Oh. Oh, whoa. Okay, wait. Which one is it? Is it these?
All three of them are.
All this?
Yeah.
This? What's this piece? Was that the piston?
That's the piston.
Okay.
So the funny squiggly one is basically for oil distribution. And the other two are to seal the compression of the ring, or of your piston inside of your piston sleeve. So yeah, good job on that one.
I drew a ring.
Yeah, that's exactly it. It's a piston ring. Next one is a cam phaser.
Oh no. Okay. A camshaft is like a thing that's got, it's kind of like got these things on. So this isn't that. What did you say it was?
It's a cam phaser.
Phaser?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna draw it like a gun. Okay, so here's like the cam part of it, and then it... Okay. So... it used to be like a phaser. Like, what does that even mean? Well, it sounds like a weird sci-fi thing. Cam phaser. There it is.
Got the camshaft correct.
What is this cam? Alright, I'm gonna look it up. Cam phaser?
Okay, so a cam phaser is basically part of the modern engine to improve efficiency of your engine by slightly changing the timing of your valves. So what it does is it phases time between the top of the motor and the bottom of the motor.
It is a crazy sci-fi piece. I drew a long thing instead of a circular thing. You'll notice my imaginary parts are either circles, boxes, or rods. I mean, to me, that's what all mechanics are. Gears. There's gears. Okay.
I have to laugh for a minute because the first photo that comes up is a cam phaser for an F-150 truck. So sorry, Ford fans, but that's just how it is. Bad cam phasers from factory. Okay, you want a couple more?
Yeah,
Okay.
no, keep going. You go through your whole list.
Okay, so you are going to be drawing a universal joint.
Okay, it's spherical. But yeah, that's it. It's a universal joint. It's like a ball that you put in between two boxes.
Ball.
Yeah, but that's what it is. You put it, I mean, you know. Okay, so here's your box. And then the universal joint just sits in here like a marble. And then that way you can have Well, joints that bend because it's round.
Joints that bend is correct. I suppose you could classify that as a universal joint.
It's a stretch. All right, I'm gonna look one up.
That is a universal joint.
Oh.
Same thing as a CV joint,
Okay.
just a different design.
So, yeah, all right. So it's the whole joint, and it doesn't operate by marbles.
No.
Yeah, no, yeah, okay. I
The
see.
CV joint kind of does.
Lost opportunity to draw. Just.
Differential.
Oh no! The rear differential or the forward differential?
The fact that you know it's forward or rear.
I don't. I just guessed forward. I only have heard of a rear differential.
Okay, well, let's go with the front differential.
No, I don't know what the rear differential is. I just hear you say it all the time. Okay, alright.
Now we're going to do a front diff.
Front diff? Okay. So let me just start by putting some groundwork. Got our wheels. Where's the front differential gonna be? This is a scooter. A skateboard.
Pretty lifted skateboard.
Listen, I have to be cool, okay? Alright, so, the question is, where is the front differential? Wait, you have to put fluid in a differential. Does that mean that there might be a wire or a tube somewhere? That's hydraulics. This is not a hydraulic skateboard. I got this. I should know this. This is the thing, is I should know this. The front differential. I mean, this is an axle. Okay, it can't be that. It can't be this. So it must be something in between. All right, I'm gonna call it this part that goes here, and it's gonna be like, we'll make it like a bungee-ish thing.
Definitely not.
Well, it just has that over it. It has like a plastic over it, and somehow it connects that top piece by magic. And then there's like some places to put fluid in. I guess I drew a uterus. So there you go. I mean,
that's a
this
genie
is the
lamp.
front differential. Front diff.
The genie lamp. I don't know what that one is.
The rear diff, I mean, pretty much the same.
The same but different.
Also rear diff.
Also wrong diff.
All right. What the heck is this? Where does this even go? What does it do? Where's it? What goes into this hole?
That would be in front. That's a differential off of an ATV, but that would be the front axle. One of them.
So the axle does go into it. So
Yeah.
at least that part I guessed. I'm not gonna say understood because that would be a stretch.
What it does, it just takes the direction of the drive shaft rotation and splits it off so that it actually drives your vehicle.
I got the location of it kind of correctly.
You actually did, yeah. Okay, timing chain.
Oh! Well, I'll just draw a bicycle chain, you know. Like that's those actual little links that go together. I can't even think of, they kind of look like, from memory, I have no idea, but they all interlock, like, you know, white chain pieces. Vehicles are just starting to sound like weird time machines now, where they take time and energy and turn it into different time and energy. That's weird sci-fi nonsense there.
It makes explosions and it makes your vehicle go forward.
That's stupid. Who thought about that? Who thought, like, I want to blow stuff up, but move when I'm doing it? I mean, I assume when your timing chain breaks, it makes a snapping sound and then, like, spaghetti's all over the highway, for one.
I mean, it could. It could. It basically throws your entire engine at a time and...
Ooh. Heart failure.
Basically, yeah, valves hit the pistons and...
Oh, that sounds bad.
Yeah.
Alright, what's the last one you've got?
Okay, last one is actually a small item. Thrust washer.
You know I'm just gonna draw a washer, right? You know I'm just gonna draw, like... There's your washer.
That's a nut.
Oh no, you're right, the washers are these ones! Crap! There's a washer. Here's a top-down view of a washer. Also the bottom view, it's all the same. Alright, what kind of washer? A thrust washer.
Thrust washer.
Alright, specifically the thrust washer would go on this pole to keep it from slamming up against whatever the engine block. I don't know. Okay, yeah, here's your engine. You didn't even ask me to draw an engine, which I couldn't. I would just draw, like... It kind of has a weird shape. Yeah, there we go. That's the shape I want. Like this. Yeah, here's your thrust washer. It keeps things from slamming down this piece here. Slamming down onto your engine block. There we go.
You're kind of there.
I love that I drew a nut first.
So yeah, it was that was complete wrong.
No. Oh, it looks bigger than what I drew. A lot wider than what I...
Well, it's different sizes, but why is it a thrust washer?
I told you, it's because it keeps things from smashing into each other.
That's kind of right. Thrust washers usually used to set backlash in gears or to create a certain pressure.
Where do you put it?
So if you were putting a thrust washer inside of the rear differential, it would keep the gear set center.
A turbocharger.
Oh, that's a good one.
Okay, let's do turbocharger. I'm thinking of the snail. Like, here's that. I'm gonna guess it's got like kind of a muffler. Start with that. This muffler part. And then, oh no, I just drew a muffler. That's all I did. Crap. I had this picture in my head and it rapidly disappeared. It has to have like a funnel that comes out and makes loud noises. Okay, here's the noises. Why? You're just smiling. You're funny. Okay, so the turbocharger, what it does is it makes you have a engine that sounds like it has more V8s than it does have. And it should have like a lightning bolt on the side of it. Let's look up a turbo. It looks like I drew a weird music box.
I don't know what that is. That looks like a camera.
Oh, it does look like a snail. I should have stuck with the frickin' snail. Okay, you know, though, I mean, I feel like I didn't draw this at all, but the idea is there. Like, there's a funnel and then it makes a bigger funnel. I should have stuck with the snail. I should have stuck with that design of, like, and then just made it into a tube. It would have been closer. I hope you feel smart now. That's how vast the knowledge gap is. When you talk to me about parts, this is what I'm imagining. Good job. Let's turn all the layers on all at once.
Hey, now you have a complete pickle.
That's it. Now we assemble these, and there we go. Just gotta draw the casing, or the shell of the vehicle. Alright, I'm gonna go take a shower now that I'm filthy from working with all of these oils and mechanical parts.